great. I got the C's. It says okay, sign that, but not this one. Okay. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Look, she's got jelly beans. It's ready for me.
That's ready. All set.
Nice stuff. Here we go. Thank you. Do I have a minute? Hang on a minute. Oh, look at those pretty colors.
Program system. You're just content.
What happens if the button comes?
Oh, sorry, what? See this? We have the service anyway. Always worry about it. Every time you do something, doesn't matter what it is. I think he's coming up and nobody comes over.
One person.
1%.
One person. Even if it's for 30 minutes.
An episode of The Simpsons. You ever watch The Simpsons?
Oh.
Reverend Lovejoy is having service in Super Bowl Sunday. There's like maybe this big church. Super Bowl Sunday is like maybe 5 people welcome. Well, I'm glad some people put God before a football game and 2 years. Oh my God, the game!
Oh, God. I forgot. That's such a silly show. Is it The Simpsons that they said that they have predicted everything in politics?
I've heard that, yeah. Some of the best satire, like, ever.
Jeff was saying everyone should say the first 2 words.
Yeah, any speaker prefers the front get filled up instead of having people just scattered all over.
Will Susie be here in a little while?
She will.
I got a present for Chris's little baby.
Oh,
So
great.
I'll wait till church is over.
Okay.
Good morning.
Do you have everything you need for your apartment? What about electric skillet?
Oh yes, I feel more than blessed.
You got plenty? Because I have an extra electric skillet, should you need one.
Oh, I'm okay, thank you.
Just let me know.
Okay.
Well, it's like a frying pan, but it's got like metal heater in it. So you just put it in the wall. So you don't need to put it on the stove. We have an electric skillet. Oh, we thought it was the weirdest thing. We used it weekly, and then we haven't pulled it out in years. I mean, seriously, 5-10 years. It's like, yeah, just skillet that heats up electricity. So you never had one?
Shelly had an electric can over there in the box that she gave me, and that was the first time I've seen that. I use that just to see it go.
Yeah, those, I've kind of a mixed history with those. Some of them are okay.
How are you?
We're doing really good.
Good.
plans for today?
Yeah, I've got about 10 people, 8 or 10 people coming over.
That should keep you busy.
Yeah, it's typical Easter. Oh, Susie's here already.
Yeah, she just got here.
She's,
Nice. How about you?
Fish with my mom.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
you guys doing anything?
No. We were talking about it yesterday. It's like, we haven't even, we're kind of doing whatever the next thing is. Because we've been back to back for a while ever since we got back from New York. So every weekend, like last weekend, she was racing in San Diego. And so that was a trip and a stay down there. And then we get back, it's like, oh, now we've got 8 things to do at home because we weren't home on the weekend. So we got to last night and we had made plans to meet friends for dinner. And what are we going to do for dinner tomorrow? We haven't even talked. We usually, if nothing else, we make something at home. Yeah, we have no idea. But I did get a bunny basket with chocolate in it, which normally she misses the holidays altogether. It's like not her thing, right? So I was the one caught short without a card, but we worked it out. Gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you as well. Oh, it's all about the shoes.
The both of you.
Yeah, we should stand next to each other. Well, the outfit came from the shoes. Yeah, see how that works? Yeah. Anytime.
You made it, sweetie.
We got kitties on. How cute.
Yeah, she broadcast to chase all the bunnies away. Went dancing.
No matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come, let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the best out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. God recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning, Claremont Center for Spiritual Living. How are you this morning? Sameach, happy Passover, happy Easter, welcome. So glad to see all of you here. I see a lot of bunnies in the audience. Would you two like to just stand and turn around and maybe light them up if they light up? Okay, well let's see it. Let's see it. Okay. This is what a little pre-planning can do for you. Yes, nice. Very, very nice. Every year I remember like 2 days before that we could have a hat contest, but I don't remember until 2 days before. So if next year you would like to have an Easter parade, you have to remind me a couple weeks early and we'll set it up, okay? Anyway, welcome. Happy to have all of you here. And I'm Reverend Tracy, in case all of you here I think know me, but maybe someone online doesn't. Hello everybody out there. We welcome you into this community of love and support. It's a good reminder that life is more than the day-to-day. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, we have great music this morning. We've got Jeff on keyboards, and we welcome back Janelle of the Radical Church. And our practitioner on platform is the lovely Miss Heather Powers. She of the dragonfly skirt. You may know, or maybe you don't, that dragonflies are a symbol of transformation, which is what we're talking about this morning. Let's see, I was going to say something else really Courtney, but I don't remember what it was. So, we're going to stand up and start by singing. Let's sing Spirit is in this place. Yes. All right, so take all of that energy, all of that connection that we feel when we sing together. Close your eyes and breathe it in. And take in that sense of joy into that heart space. Let the sound of the bowl bring you to center, that place where the divine light shines. That place within where we remember that you and I and Spirit are one.
So in this place of oneness, just ease into it. Ease into the peace and the joy and the love. And we just feel so happy to be here today. So happy to be together with our people of like minds and like hearts. So happy it's Easter. So happy we can wear whatever we want. And let's just feel happy. So happy there's music everywhere. Happy, happy, joy, joy. And so it is. So I'm reading parts of this book that I found called Be Good to Yourself. It's just really short things. Just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Slow down and take the time to do something you love. Be good to yourself. Find the moments that take your breath away. Know your limits. Take the time to recharge. Find what matters most to you in this life and then focus on those things. Love yourself more. Time flies even when you're wasting it. Slow down, slow down. Life is all about balance. Sometimes it's okay to just kick back and do nothing. Make every day memorable. Show love always. Thank you. And now we get more music with Janelle. Yay.
Happy Easter. Spring has sprung. Well, as usual, I don't know what I'm doing. So here we are. There is something cool about spring where you can begin again. Where, the things that we plant during that time, we nurture and then they come up as they come up. But every moment is important. And just because we're being very reverent right now, doesn't, so I don't look very reverent. But every moment that we're in is a special moment, right? Every moment. And I don't know what else to say. It's just the moments really catch up with me these days. Make me pay attention. I have come here just to breathe in all the beauty of the moment, just to know, to really know all the beauty of the moment. Oh, I have come here, I have come just to breathe. I have come here just to breathe in gratitude for every moment, just to feel, to really feel appreciation in each moment. Oh, I have come here, I have come just to It's my birthright, it's my chance to align with freedom's dance. It's the dance that knows no day. I find power in my breath. That's why I have come here, just to breathe in everything life has for me here. Just to see, to really see everything life has for me. I have come here just to breathe in everything life has for me. Just to see, to really see everything life has for me. Oh, I have come here, I have come
such a nice long note. Very well done. Very well done. You were breathing a lot, slowly. All right, well, I'm going to light our candle this morning. Our new theme this month is transformation. And I am going to start with 2 poems with the candle. We're talking primarily today about the transformative messages of Passover and Easter both. And the first poem is by Steve Garnes Holmes. It's called My Body, My Blood. On the eve of a boldly political action, an act of non-violent resistance in a boldly political religious ceremony, the Passover celebration of liberation, a family meal and a public act that defy power structures, intensely political. Jesus does something profoundly personal. He offers himself. He doesn't say, this is my rallying cry. He doesn't say, this is my belief. He says, this is my body and my blood. In the place of honor, dipping bread together, he welcomes the one who will betray him. Because only something this personal will overcome the world. Only love and nothing outside the human heart will defeat evil. Our political actions require personal presence. Our personal acts have political power. Our salvation is not ransom paid, but presence offered. The second is by Rosemary Latour-Tromer, called Who's Missing at the Table? This is the time when we must say to the stranger, the other, sit here. Notice how difficult it can be to even come to the same table. How hard to look the other in the eye. Something in us screams, right, I am right. And it is hard to hear the voice beneath the scream, a whisper of a gospel that says nothing at all. This is the time when we must say to ourselves, I am also the stranger. When we must look in the mirror and not know who it is that we see. Someone capable of being more courageous, more compassionate, more devoted, more astonishingly vulnerable and connected than we ever knew ourselves to be. Who is that stranger in the mirror, we must ask, and vow to never let her down, to never let him down. This is the time when we must write the poems our nation needs, the poem that builds the bridge from truth to truth and never touches the river of lies. The poem that allows our world to fall in love with itself again. The poem with enough places set at its table that everyone knows they have a place to sit. And the rest of us know when that person is missing because their chair is empty. This is the time for the beauty that passes all understanding, a testament of goodness that cannot be contained, a congress of delight. This is the time to pick up your pen and with your most tender, most beautiful, most ferocious self, fight. You see, Passover was the story of a people fleeing slavery. They were leaving Egypt, where they had been slaves, for the promised land. And it's not that Passover or the story of Easter are simply historical retellings of something that happened thousands of years ago. They really are the continuing journey of becoming that we all share. You know, this idea of transformation, it's not just that spring is transforming the landscape, we also feel it within ourselves. And the idea is that we are to be present to what is currently the season and participating here and now. We're not talking about becoming some distant ideal. I remember as a child figuring out I was never going to quite be like Jesus, no matter what they said in Sunday school. So my theory was, why try? I did try to be a good girl, but you know. So it's not that we're trying to get to some place. It's this, the idea of transformation is that we go to the depths of our true nature so that we can recognize who we are at our source. And this week, the title is Be Ye Transformed. And there are transformational messages in both Passover and Easter. And it's about becoming who we've come here to be. We're always becoming. It's not like we're trying to get somewhere to get better. It's more like, do you see how things continue to unfold even you? Do you see how life continues to expand even in your own life? This is the process that we are in. It doesn't take us to some fixed place. It's a way of walking the journey with a sense of awareness, with a sense of commitment to staying open, to staying present, to being available, to be the avenue for Spirit to show up in this world. So Passover, just as a quick refresher, is the story of Moses leading the Jews out of Egypt, away from slavery, to the Promised Land. Now Moses never made it to the Promised Land. Joshua was the one who actually took them into Israel. And metaphysically, we're saying that the land of Egypt is the world of our senses, the physical sense of being human. And that is a very limiting place to be. And depending on the way we think, and depending on the choices we make, and depending on how much we let ourselves be at the mercy of outside circumstances, it is a form of bondage. And Moses, who represents spiritual law, remember he's the one with the tablets coming down from the mountain, spiritual law says there's another way to live. There's another authority to know. There's another set of guidelines and rules to allow you to live your fullest life. And I will take you there. Spiritual law allows us to move out of only seeing life from the world's point of view and turning it into an understanding of how principle works. The Seder meal, the Last Supper, right, that was actually the holiday of the Passover Seder meal, it's the retelling of the leaving of Egypt and reaching the Promised Land. And the way it's done at the table is it's told as if it's happening now. It's always told in the present tense. And the idea is that this is not an ancient story. This is the story of all of us as we travel through life. This is the story of all of us recognizing where we are hemmed in, where we are limited, either by internal or external forces, and making different choices, traveling to a place of higher consciousness, traveling to a place where we can live our authentic lives. For the Jews coming out of Egypt, the Promised Land was a place where they could be Jewish without fear of being oppressed. It's the place where we live authentically, both physically and metaphorically. Easter is similar. It's the story of Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection. And it too is a journey of spiritual transcendence. You know, we talk about the journey into Jerusalem, which translates to the house of peace. The journey into peace comes through the gate of the palms being spread out on the ground to keep your feet off the dirt. In other words, you are a little bit higher than the dust of the world, and yet you are humble. He comes in on a donkey. He's welcomed by the crowds, not saying, praise him. They are saying, save us. And why are they saying, save us? Because at the other gate, on the other side of Jerusalem, here comes Caesar's army. Here comes the Roman Empire. And they want to be saved from the oppression of the Romans, just as the Jews needed to get out of Egypt and the oppression of the Egyptians. The thing is, we tell the story of Easter traditionally from the emphasis on Good Friday, which is the crucifixion, and then the rising again on Sunday, which is the resurrection. And yet, I came across this fabulous essay that says, you know, maybe it's not about the cross as much as it is about the table. Diana Butler-Bass is a Christian theologian who writes articles and does podcasts and so forth. Excuse me. And she says that she was struck by, excuse me. One moment, please. Everyone clear your throat, please. Thank you. She was trying to write a sermon about the verse that was reading about the doubting Thomas story. This is part of the Easter series. And she says, when it was the evening on that day, the first day of the week, and the doors of the house where the disciples had met were locked for fear of the Jews, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." The house where the disciples had met, she says that phrase jumped from the page at her and said, "What house?" Well, they're talking about the upper room, the room where the Last Supper was held, the room where they had gathered on Thursday before he was killed on Friday. On the night of the resurrection, he has come back. And where does he appear again to his friends? But in the same place where they had shared a meal on Thursday. And the thing about the Passover Seder is, no matter what Leonardo da Vinci painted, it would not have been 12 men, 13 men, sitting at a table. First of all, who made the food? It wasn't them, I guarantee you. The Passover Seder is family. It's everybody at the table and their friends and their kids and probably a couple of dogs too. And everybody's there and they're eating and they're sharing food and telling stories and singing songs. And it is a celebration of freedom. So they would have been together in a very joyful way, not thinking about Friday, not thinking of it as the last meal before he's killed. That would not have come up. It was a celebration of liberation. And of course, the expectation would be, are you going to save us from the Romans? Because they're oppressing us, they're persecuting us. We need freedom now too. But the tone would have been celebratory. Traditional Christianity looks at Thursday through the eyes of Friday, right? It looks backwards and says, oh, this was right before all these terrible things happened, and the guy who betrayed him. And they don't focus on the fact that this was a gathering of friends around a traditional meal. Jesus washes their feet. They bless the food. They spend time together. They sing the songs. They eat the traditional meal. And there's joy. There's not sorrow. She says if you were to write a play about this story, one of those where there's like one stage and like maybe two scenes set up, it would be the table and then the trial. Then you'd have a cross, and then you'd have the tomb where he's buried in the tomb where he comes out of, and then you'd go back to the table. Because when Jesus reappeared saying, life is not over, I am not gone, he did it most of the time at a meal. And she says, if you look back through the Gospels, there's always meals. He's always trying to get people around the table. And the thing is, she says Jesus loved meals. They knew that. They'd shared so many. You'll see how many stories take place at tables. And some scholars have suggested that Jesus' primary work was organizing suppers as a way to embody the coming of the kingdom of God. Because don't we all want to be fed? Don't we all need to be nourished? Don't we find our best nourishment when we are connected, when we are breaking bread together, when we are there for a common purpose, when the nourishment that comes into us is not just physical, but emotional and spiritual. And the thing is, Jesus invited everybody. He invited everybody. When was the last time you had a dinner party with the tax collectors, the sinners, the women, the Gentiles, the poor, the faithful Jews, and the ones less so? They said Jesus is really sloppy with his invitations. He never thought about who would be seated next to whom. He made the disciples crazy with his lax ideas about dinner parties. Because what he wanted was for everybody to come, to be at the table, to share food and conversation. And isn't that one of the most healing ways that we move through life, that we stay connected, that we too are nourished for whatever is going on outside in the world? One of the traditions at the Seder is to fill the Kiddush cup, which is just a ceremonial wine goblet, with wine, sip and pass it along before cooking. Maybe still now again. But everybody sips, and when it gets empty, you fill it again, and then it continues to be passed around the table all through the meal. The meal, by the way, is like 4 hours long. You don't eat forever, but the story's good. The story's really good. But we pass this wine, this sacred beverage, from cup to cup, from hand to hand, around the table. And Diana says, what if Maundy Thursday was the last supper of the old world under the Romans? The last meal under Rome, the last meal under any empire, and it is the first feast of the kingdom that has come. The opening meal of the new age, the community of mutual service, reciprocity, equality, abundance, generosity, and unending thanksgiving. What if that's the message of Easter? The table is the hinge of history. The table is the point. The way that we move through life is when we stay connected one to another. Now, Science of Mind says the same thing. In the introduction to the Science of Mind text, there's a poem, Peace Be With Thee, Stranger, and it is a welcome in. Please come, the table is laid out before you. The banquet is already given. It is here, you may have whatever you like. Please come in, sit for a while. Fire is warm, the wine is sparkling. That's our invitation to take part in life. And if we are, technical difficulties. If we are intent upon not only living through, but thriving anyway, against the world that's coming at us in such a negative way so many times, the only way to do that is to be fortified. Not with weapons, not with rage, not with fighting, not with looking for conflict, but with love, with connection, with laughter, with song, together, in community, in family. Families of origin or families of choice. What matters is the connection. This whole idea of dying and being reborn. In Science of Mind, metaphysically, we talk about dying to the old so that there's room for the new. Being willing to let go of what was for something greater. Acknowledging that to be human is to experience loss and to have to suffer grief, and to also trust and know that it's simply making clear the way for something better, something greater, something more, something becoming, something unfolding. We're asked to surrender to that flow of life. You know, the words on the cross that Jesus spoke all sounded like surrender. There is, however, I didn't bring the exact word with me, but there is a different translation of his last words rather than, they know not what they do. Forgive them, no, they know not what they do. The word actually translates to, for this purpose I have come. There's like an extra sound in the middle of this long word that I can't pronounce without looking at it, that changes the meaning entirely. That the Aramaic was mistranslated. This is the purpose I have come for. Don't we all want to know why we're here? What is mine to do? What's the point? What's the point of all this effort? I'm tired. Why? Why bother? And I think the message is that we are here, which means there is purpose for each and every one of us, and it's different for each and every one of us, but the awakening to it is the same process. It's the same journey. It's that continual journey within. Not to discover something new, but to uncover what we've already known. The word resurrection means to rise again. That means we've already been there. Again means we're coming back to something that we have known. And what it is that we've known is the light, the love, the passion, the compassion, the wholeness of that spark of the divine within us. So each holiday talks about taking this journey, enduring what appears to be hardship and obstacle and every reason not to continue, and moving forward anyway together. Making sure that we gather, making sure that we share a meal, making sure that we are fed. Ernest Holmes talks about the Christ consciousness, which is that consciousness of oneness. And he says, the Christ mind, meaning consciousness, does not refer merely to a personality who lived 2,000 years ago. Pure spirit exists at the very center of our being, at the innermost part of our mind. It is our true and eternal self, and such life as we have flows from it. There's nothing to our real being other than life and what it does through us. That is what we surrender to. This moving, this journeying to a metaphorical place of consciousness, of knowing spiritual truth, of seeing the world from a different perspective, choosing to look at Friday through the lens of Thursday instead of the other way around, choosing to understand that when we all have a seat at the table, we are stronger for it, that love has a chance to unfold in ever greater ways. And if someone is missing, we know. We're not in our silos of belief. We're not in our bubbles of news feeds. We're not only the roles that we play in the world. We are at the table with everyone. And we are all here for the same reason, which is to love and to live our best lives. So whether you gathered at the Seder table to sing songs and eat bitter herbs and finally get to dinner around 9 o'clock, or you're gathering today, the journey is the same. And when you do gather today, if that's your holiday, when you do that egg hunt with the kids, notice that you are looking for and finding treasures. And where are those treasures? In the common day, every day, hedges and grass and leaves and things, and in plain sight. Beautiful things created in plain sight. It's up to us to see that's part of the journey, to make sure we notice how each step unfolds. And maybe you'll find chocolate, which is always good. I think that we can say, Sylvia Hayes writes that Easter is not about the crucifixion. The whole point is the resurrection. It's that rediscovery. It's all about the incredible strength and beauty that rises up because of the challenge. I mean, it's not as much fun to find Easter eggs if you're really good at it or if you're the one that hid them, because, there's no challenge in that, right? Although, some years maybe. Jesus demonstrated that when we remember who we truly are, when we overcome our own sense of separation and littleness, when we stop crucifying others and ourselves, we too can work wonders and spread healing and light in the world. Our resilience is our brilliance, and Easter is every moment we choose to step into the truth of each of us. So there is, in spring, this abundance of life. It's in the flowers, it's in the food, it's in the joy, it's in the treats, It's in the love. It's in the spirit around the table. It's the transformation that happens within us and therefore in our world through the connection, through the shared meals, through the shared song, through the shared love. It is, in fact, the only thing that changes the world for the better. And so, yes, that Last Supper was the first feast. And we are invited to participate. We are invited to live that love now. So be sure that everyone has a seat at your table. Please stay. Take a moment with me and let's go within. Into that place of the sunrise, the place of new beginnings, the dawn, the light coming over the horizon, reminding us that yet another day begins. That whatever has come before us, whatever has come in the past, is only kept when it helps us move forward on our path. That light of the new dawn is the reminder that we are always at choice. That we are always walking a journey of life that continues to unfold for the highest and best. And what I know to be true is that anything that seems like conflict or obstacle or distress or suffering is filled up and washed away in the light of love, in the light of companionship, in the sharing of a meal and compassion and kindness. I know that love heals. I know that awakening to a new dawn brings new opportunities laid out before us. I know that the gift of life is given to all, and that as we choose to enjoy it, as we choose to see the potential, as we choose to take another's hand, we are in fact fulfilling why we are here. We are in fact choosing how we wish to go forward. Going forward is required. It's simply how we are, how we live. And it is good when we know our truth, when we know the light that shines within, when we see it not only in ourselves but in everyone. We can surrender to this idea of goodness unfolding always. We can surrender to the idea that we are better together. That all is possible in and as love. And so knowing that love is the very essence of our being, I am simply grateful. Grateful for all the different ways that we can look at life and be uplifted. We can look at life in different ways and be saved from the dark visions that seem to surround us at times. We can look at the light in our own hearts and shine. And when we do it together, the whole world lights up. And that is the way of spirit. It is light. It is love. It is power. And it is ours. And so it is. All right. We have an affirmation in the bulletin. I invite you to repeat after me. I walk the path of transformation guided from within. I am a light in this world. And so it is. And we welcome you now back up front. Thank you.
So you notice my identical twin. Mom dressed us. Now, even though we're identical twins and we're in the same moment, we have different experiences. So we're all gathered here. It's Easter, and we're all having different experiences, right? So you might be looking at my twin and I going, what is wrong with them? Or you might be thinking, how fun? Or anything in between. But it's your experience right here in this moment. And I love the whole supper thing. Because, I was raised, many of us maybe were raised in the Christian church. And that was not talked about, that was kind of overshadowed. And when you think about our moments of life, it's when we are present in those moments that they last, and we aren't tired, and we're not thinking about all of our stuff we have to do, we're not trying to overcome the past and reach for the future. We are present, and we are accounted for, and we're alive. And that is life. And I remember when Eckhart Tolle first came out and he was talking about being present in the moment, that's the thing. And I was like, how can I do that when I'm trying to do this and that? And how can I thought, well, every once in a while I get there. But now it's so much easier. And the reason I pulled this over is because I wasn't sure what song to do. And I wrote this song in 2009, and I was talking about I'm already where I want to go. I'm already who I'm meant to be. I'm already right where I belong. I've already been there all along. But I was still reaching for that. I was like trying to manifest that feeling, this whole song. And now this song, I just recorded it recently. Now it makes more sense to me. Because I'm already here right now. I'm already there. I have no place to travel to. I have nothing to overcome. When I'm in this moment, that's it. When I'm at the supper, I'm in joy. I'm not thinking about anything else but the joy of this moment. Or what I can do in this moment. And wow. So, in this moment, I got things to do. Rearranged. So, I only got one step to walk in this moment. I only got one step to walk right here, right now. I only got one step to walk in this moment. I only got one step to walk right here, right now, in this moment. 'Cause I own this moment's mine. It's the only thing that I own. I have arrived to this moment, in this moment, for this moment. I only have one bridge to cross in this moment. I only have one bridge to cross in this moment, in this moment. I only got one bridge to cross in this moment. I only got one bridge to cross right here, right now, in this moment. 'Cause I own this moment's mine. It's the only thing that I own. I have arrived to this moment, in this moment. I only have one moment to show up, one moment to show love, one moment to fill my cup. Only one. I only have one moment to give, one moment to lift. Only have one moment to be. It's my responsibility for this moment. I own this moment. I have arrived in this moment.
fun. All right, I'd like to invite our ushers to come forward, please, for our time of confirmation. Confirming that we're all here, yes, and contributing.
You know, I'd like to
Yeah.
just say something. Janelle gave Easter eggs to everybody with a message in it. Does everybody have one?
Anybody need an egg?
Okay,
You want
we
to
need
come
an
up with
egg.
that? Okay.
Can we take two?
You know what, if you, with Janelle's permission, she said you could take one for somebody,
Or
for a
yourself.
husband or a wife or
Here you go.
Child,
a child,
neighbor.
whoever. Yeah.
Take them all.
They are lovely messages.
They're
They're
beautiful.
lovely messages. Can I share mine? I
My
want to
message
share
was
mine.
really good. Go ahead.
I want to share mine with you.
Okay.
Mine says, you bring something of value to the table. How did you know? And then I got a second one. I got a bonus egg, and it says, this moment is your purpose. You think? Yeah. So thank you for these. Thank you for these.
They're all different.
And what I've heard is that everybody's finding the one that's just for them. So thank you, Janelle, for that. That's a beautiful gift. Beautiful gift.
That's
All right.
what Easter is about, giving.
So know that whatever you bring to the table is your gift, that it is valuable, and that we know when you are here, we miss you when you're gone, and we always hold each other in love, whether we're in the room or not. So say with me our prosperity affirmation, if you will. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now.
We don't know the value of what we came to give, so we give what we are able, we give. The seeds that we are planting grow at their own pace. The ebb and flow needs space to move. So we
All right. Save my age for later. And let's talk about all the fun things going on. I want to thank Shelley for our beautiful flowers. Very happy to see with us. And Shelley and the florist, we are very grateful. Just a reminder, there's no meditation this Wednesday. Lisa's on vacation in Hawaii. But we will resume on April 15th, so a week from Wednesday. Sue's got a post here. We're offering, if you're interested in Reiki training, she would like to do a certification class. So if that energy work is something that interests you, if you feel yourself to be a healer and don't know how to use that, then this is a really great way to do it. So talk to Sue if you have questions. There's a sign-up sheet in the back if you are interested, and that will determine when we start and how many people are involved. We also have on the 18th, so a couple Saturdays from now, 1 o'clock here in the chapel is the Reiki session. So if you'd like to come for that treatment, this is the place to be on Saturday. And we still have an interest sheet for foundations class. Maybe you know somebody who's come a couple times, they come sometimes, maybe you come, you haven't had a class yet. All my friends who've had classes, is life better when you're in class? Yes, okay, so you want your life to be better, you should sign up for class. And we'll make the timing work, depending on who's in the class, we'll get that set up. So there is a sheet in the back if you're interested. And what else? Anybody have any other tips in the trade? Okay, I think what we're going to do is, this is the second Sunday of the month. This is our call to prayer Sunday. It's only the first Sunday. Next week is the second Sunday of the month. We'll have a call to prayer at the end of service. Right now we're finished. We're going to stand up, move to the sides, and sing with Eddie. Thank you very much, everybody.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say I love you and I love you too.
the message about what the topic is and everything, because it goes to Andy for the bulletin, it goes to the practitioner, it comes here to you guys so you know what the graphics are, and then he gets it too. So.
There's some songs right after.
Perfect. Yeah. He's great.